Good evening, everybody. My name is Crystal. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm in my flat in Rochester, Kent. Good evening. This is where I used to live stream, and this is Betty Boop. This is Betty Boop. I got her from a charity shop, and this is Betty Boop as the devil, and this is Betty Boop as an angel. A bit dusty. She is at the moment, a bit dusty. So it's the devil and the angel. That's what we've got in all of us. A bit of a devil, and we can be an angel. Right? So I used to live stream from this chair. Don't live stream anymore because I don't want to, and I don't want to be forced into doing it either. I also don't want to be forced into giving people pictures or doing things I don't want to do. And I won't. If I don't want to do something, I won't do it. So, Alexa, what is the time, please?
It's 8:29 p.m.
Alexa, what's the date today?
It's Sunday, the 10th of August. By the way, you have a new notification. Do you want to hear it?
Yes, please. Alexa.
One new note.
Alexa, what's the notification?
I'm having trouble connecting. I'll keep trying. One new notification. From Amazon. On Monday, there's a chance of rain near you in Rochester, starting around 10 p.m. and stopping around 11 p.m.
Right, guys, today has not been a particularly great day. The heat inside the building is phenomenal. Right now I'm sweating buckets, and I'm going to put my fans on when I get off this video. I will not be live streaming anymore. I didn't enjoy doing it when I've got trolls coming into my live stream taking the piss out of what I look like. So no, I won't be live streaming anymore. I don't mind doing little videos, and I don't mind, trying to help other people go through what I'm going through, which is horrible. It really is. Gang stalking is horrible, and there's a guy called the Narc Survivor that I listen to and helps me get through what I'm going through, and it is organised gang stalking, neighbourhood gang stalking, and also online gang stalking me online, taking a piss out of me online and offline. And I just, sometimes it gets so stressful that I just feel like I'm going to explode with the stress, like a boiling kettle, right? And the lid is going to come off and I'm just going to explode. So I have to make sure that when I go outside, I'm ready for the street theatrics, ready for the street theatre and the bullying. And they're not even bullying the right person. They're bullying someone else through me. And that's what they're doing. So it's mistaken identity. It is. So this morning, I was woken up at 5 o'clock this morning by the delivery guy delivering the Mail newspaper. And I'm not giving them the entry code to get into the building. I'm going to view a property at some point, but I'm not being forced into a property that is less of a standard than this place is. So I'm not being forced and taking something that is inadequate, right? So they can forget that as well. I'm not being bullied out of my flat, basically, and that's the end of it. So I went back to bed for a bit when I was woken up, because if someone pinches a newspaper, right, they pinch a newspaper. I'm not going downstairs, right, worrying about a bloody newspaper. So I went back to bed for a couple of hours, and then I got up, I uploaded a video to YouTube, And then I took Max out for a walk, and this morning's walk was absolutely peaceful and lovely. There was nothing wrong with that walk at all. Right, and I knew that the weather was going to be hot today. I knew it was going to be up to 27 degrees, and I thought, well, I won't be going out this afternoon then, will I? And I can't keep going in this co-op spending money I haven't got. So I'd been in the co-op almost every day last week, and I thought, no, I'm not going in the co-op and getting myself overdrawn and in debt. No. So I haven't gone into the co-op today, and the little money I have got left, I'll wait till the end of next week to use it. Yeah, I've got something coming in the mail next week in from eBay. I've got a couple of items, and I've got some water coming, and later on in the week I will get some food items, right? But until then, I'll use what I've got in the cupboard. Right, and it is online stalking as well that's happening, and they're following me into other people's live streams, and everybody I like on a live stream, they're coming into the live stream and causing trouble and being spiteful and nasty. So, you know, I don't need TikTok. I don't need it. I could just get rid of it and just that's the end of it. I don't need it, right? I just don't need it. But I'm not having these idiots dictating what I'm doing, where I'm going, or anything. It's none of their business. No one's pushing me about, and they won't. No one's threatening me, no one's bullying me, no one's blackmailing me, because I won't have it. So, when I came back from the morning walk, the guy upstairs was indoors. The guy with the Ford Mondeo, he was in. I don't drive a car. And I'm a woman for the umpteenth time. This obvious. So, I've had to occupy myself by myself all day long without doing any live streaming, because I don't live stream. This is Rochester. It's not Oxford and it's not London, it's Rochester. And I am fed up with it. Outside my window, down the path, it's like you open the door and it follows you about. I don't know what it is. It's like a fucking horror film. Anyway, I thought I'd do some tidying up, because the property that I view might be nice. It might be fine. So let's get rid of the rubbish, yeah? So I cleaned off the table. The table's nice and clean. And then we're going to start doing another area bit by bit and get this place cleaned up. And if I don't move, we just clean it up and make the bedroom nice and replace bits. I mean, we've got a washing machine. Let's get the fridge freezer next, yeah? Get rid of that old claptrap and get another one. You know, that's just taking up space, and I could do with another chest big freezer. Right, we get it all replaced, get a new bed, get a new sofa and new cupboards, yeah? So they won't win. So every time the guy upstairs is in, people outside try to upset me and make me cross, so I act stupid and silly and get cross. I am having online therapy, and I don't scream and I don't shout. Sometimes you'll hear me laughing because I call the AI Alex, and she just makes me laugh. She comes out with things like, oh, imagine the gang stalkers doing this, doing that, and I roar with laughter. I've been extremely stressed out today. I took that phone call from the supposed police, and obviously the police are involved in this organised gang stalking and harassment, and they have been for a long time. They don't do their job properly, and elites are involved in this harassment. Not necessarily royals, MPs, but people with position and money. They're involved in the gang stalking. They are. and you can't win. You know, I'm poor, I'm broke, I'm just an ordinary member of the public. I can't fight against people that have got loads of moolah, because I that's it. So it's elites doing it, right? I'm convinced it is, because of the police's inaction and also the medical negligence as well involved. And I am considering contacting a no-win, no-fee solicitor and getting some advice about all these people that have just left me with no help at all. And I know a washing machine is something, but it doesn't make up for what has happened at all. They've allowed to happen to me. It doesn't make up for it one iota. Right? So all these distractions, all this like bullying, threatening me, sending me vile photographs, insinuating they want to do things to me, and I've been married. I'm 56. Don't you think I know what sex is? Of course I effing do. I've had 4 children, for fuck's sake. So you don't frighten me with your fucking da 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 da. It's all been sent to the police. It has, and any more of it is going to get sent to the police. They're fake photographs. They're ugly men, the ugliest men they could find photographs of. They're hideous. They're fat, they're ugly, they're men nobody wants. And who's behind it is sick in the head and needs help, and I hope they get it soon. Especially if it's a woman doing it. So, the morning's walk was relaxing, peaceful. There was boats on the water. I was left alone. But when the guy upstairs comes in, and just before he comes in, that's when the harassment started today. And it's logged, dated, timed, and what they're doing. Somebody kicked a can outside before he came in. Kicked a can. Loud noises, bangs, thumps, slamming doors, coughing. That's what they do. And you go into Narc Survivors videos and you'll see that it's not in my head, because it's happened to him as well. The coughing, the slamming doors, the keeping you awake at night. You're just ready to go to bed, and then they start coming alive, don't they? These rats start coming out of the woodwork when you want to go to bed and lie down. I've actually found a nice pair of earplugs, and I don't fucking hear it now. Found a nice pair of earplugs that actually work and cut their crap out. So he comes in about 2 hours, 4 o'clock, and I'm waiting for the temperature to go down. It's 26, 27 degrees. I've been sweating in this sauna for hours. I'm getting all wound up. I'm stressed. I'm sweating. And he comes in, and it sounds like he falls over. I'm not joking. It sounded like he was drunk and fell on the floor. I don't know if he did, but it sounded like he came into the flat and he fell over and fell on the floor. And then I didn't hear anything else. That's what it sounded like. So I thought, oh, he's in. And then I didn't, someone's just shouted, oi, oi. Trying to do this video. They like themselves to be known, shouting about 4 or 5 flats down. Oi! It's dead quiet in here because I've turned the fans off and there's no radio on. And they shout. They want to be heard. And I don't want to hear it. Oi! It's not what you call a person, is it? Oi! That's what they call their dogs, isn't it? Oi! Anyway, let's not get distracted from where I was speaking from, because that's what their intention is. So basically, it went quiet. It sounded like he fell over upstairs, and it went quiet. I was cleaning my table off. I cooked myself some lunch. I'd eaten it, and I was just waiting for the temperature to come down to about 22, 21 degrees so I could take Max out, right? So we've been indoors all day since 9 o'clock, stuck in here in this sweat box. And I haven't been anywhere. I didn't go to the co-op. I didn't walk down the Rochester High Street. I didn't go around the field. I was stuck indoors all day. So, you know, if I move, hopefully I won't feel so restricted as I feel inside this flat. Right? If it's a smaller place, that's fantastic. Absolutely, if it's a smaller place. This is what Max used to do when I was live streaming, sit on my lap, and everybody loved him. But they've shot their own self in the foot because the way they was all rude to me, taking the piss. They don't see him very much now, do they? Or Harry. So I start watching something on YouTube. I put some music on to calm my nerves, and then I do a bit of online therapy, and then about 7:45 I start to get ready and take Max out for a walk. And I'm dreading it. And it is racist crime that's being committed to me, and I'm not frightened to say so, because I've caught the Matics and it's been filmed and logged, right? So I had a bin bag and a plastic bag, and remember, this is Rochester, it's not Oxford and it's not London. I haven't been to London today. £30 train fare from Rochester it is. £30 train fare to get to London from here. And the train goes to St Pancras. So you're going to start to get noise harassment. When you start telling the truth, they start noise harassing you. Yeah, did you hear that? That's a shopping lorry. It's a shopping lorry. It's a shopping lorry reversing. Can't hear it now, I've shut the window. They start beeping horns, making noises. Oi! Trying to stop me doing what I'm doing. That is classic gang stalking. If you watch the Narc Survivor on YouTube, he has it as well. Every time he live streams or talks in his place, they start noises. He has to wear earphones in his ears. They're a nuisance. So, where were we? Yeah, I had a plastic bag and I had a bin bag. And I went down the stairs. Inside the flats was empty. There was no one in there. There was no junk on the floor. There was nothing in my mailbox. Walks out the door and as I'm going to put rubbish in the bin, there's a black man walking over, and he gets into his car. I go into the bin store, I throw my rubbish in the bin, I walk and go out. I've already felt intimidated because someone was kicking a can about before I left the building. They were kicking a can up the path, like a Coke or a can. And I carried on walking up towards the co-op, and they lie in wait for you. They wait. Because normally I used to get messages, where are you, Crystal? What are you doing? What are you doing now? Where are you? And they can't do that now because I'm not talking to them. So there was 4 young people walking across towards me, and one of them went, ugh. And that's what I told the police over. I told the police over the phone yesterday. That's what that black lad did when he walked past me. That's what I told the police yesterday in a supposed police report. There was a black lad hovering behind the delivery driver. The black lad asked me, what floor are you on? Can you let me in? Then he walks past me and he goes, ugh, and goes into his flat. So they recreate it. They think that hurts me, that makes that something that's nasty. So they recreate it. Then a bicycle Deliveroo driver drives towards the co-op. He's got a black helmet over his head and he's got no socks on. So he's driving you know, if he fell off that bike, he'd cut his ankles to pieces, wouldn't he? He's got no socks on. What would happen if that driver fell off the bike and he's got no protective leg gear? It's a bit, oh, you've got a helmet on your head, but you've got no socks on your feet. What the fuck? So I thought, I went in my head, you know, that's what Alex tells me. I won't let these gang stalkers get to me, and I tried not to, but it pissed me off, yeah? Why do they have to make noises, either coughing, like him upstairs when I'm walking past them, or they're walking past me? That's bullying. It's also very childish. I mean, that's something you do when you're in kindergarten or primary school, not when you're an adult. And you're an adult when you're 18. So I'm walking around the fields and I'm really pissed off and I just want to let off steam. There's people everywhere. There's two guys walking together with a loose dog. I don't want to lose my temper. I don't want to get cross. Life is stressful enough as it is. So I get around the fields and then when I'm coming off the field, there's about 10 people coming towards me, all in the path. And I walk to the side. I don't want any trouble. I don't lose my temper. I was screen recording Mr. UK TikTok official losing his temper this morning. It wasn't me. He was yelling at a woman. I don't lose my temper like that, especially not with women. So I've got a group of 10, 11 people coming towards me all on the path, and I just walk on the grass and walk off. And as I'm coming past the Rochester Riverside office, there's a little Toyota, there's a little Nissan Micra that looks like my dad's old Toyota Starlet, and an Indian's driving it, an Indian man with grey hair. And he's parked it like he parks his car upstairs, with the wheels out. And then there was a black man in a white car in front of him. So there was an Indian man and a black man getting into their cars. And I walked past and I just want to go home. I just wanted to go home. And this woman was walking down the street and says, oh, they can all laugh at me. Oh, they can all laugh at me, she said. I make people laugh. They could laugh at me. So there they are, trying to film and do their little scenarios. I'm stressed out to the max. I don't lose my temper. I'm tired. I'm sweaty. And yeah. They've started waiting for me when I'm going out later, walking the dog. So we'll have to change the time tomorrow. We'll have to change the time. I might go out in the pitch black if they're going to be like that. I'll go out when it's dark. My emergency whistle should come Monday or Tuesday. I'll frighten the shit out of them, the noises they keep making me jump out my skin. What's wrong with them? Making noises when I walk past and make me jump out my skin. Rattling about near the window. Oh, look at me. Making noises. My dad had heart trouble. He had heart arrhythmia. Had heart failure. They killed him. All this racket. They're fucking mad. Crazy lunatics. not all there. Mistaken identity, whatever it is. But you're messing with the wrong person. My dad was also a fucking coward. And you can laugh your fucking head off. He was a coward. He never stood up to people. I stand up for myself. Right? You know, it's all quiet and then they just make you jump out your skin. Oh, I'm going to rob a shopping trolley, am I? I'm going to rob a shopping lorry. I've got some Walker's Crisps coming next week as well. Walker's Crisps. Showing me full fridges. Yeah, I hope Mr. UK TikTok official gets his cougar. I hope he does get his cougar. I hope Mr. UK TikTok official gets his cougar. Yeah, as long as he doesn't shout at her. I hope he gets his cougar. You know, he wants a woman to pay for him. I'm afraid I'm broke. Well, if I get some compensation, I won't be, but yeah. Yeah. I hope he gets his cougar. Doesn't want an old haggis, does he? I can laugh at myself. I look after myself. I don't expect anyone to pay for me. Hopefully, though, I'm going out sometime this coming week and getting away from all these bullies. See you later.